Yo, what's happening, people? United Central here, back again with another video. You know what I do. Monday, I thought, you know what, yeah, since last week's Q&A went well, why not? You know what I mean? Let's do another one. And yeah, man, you find out some questions for me, and I'm going to see if I can answer all of them. So, bear with me. If I don't get through them all, then sorry. I'm going to try and make it 20-25 minutes, so you can really get to know me and obviously just interact with you guys, because you're my guys, you get me? You support what I do, you know what I mean? I appreciate it, do you know what I'm saying? There's not one day, man, I go out there and I appreciate it, man, do you know what I'm saying? People stopping me, people saying, yo, listen, man, I rate what you do, man, so big up you guys, man, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna answer you guys' questions, you know what I'm saying? I'll go with the first one. My guy was, get me a rating. Do we sign Bale if available? So a few times there, this question's propped up, and I'm gonna give the same answer, man. If we can get our full signings, yeah, in the summer, and I mean full signings, no messing around, yeah. 5 key players, we can get all them embedded, yeah, and then we get Bale on top. That for me is brilliant, absolutely brilliant, because you're getting all your 5 targets, and you're getting a bonus player, a genuine class player. You know what I'm saying? Was world class, you know what I mean, a couple of years ago, but for me, getting towards the end of his career, do you know what I mean? For me, class player, you know what I mean? Proven in the Premier League, you know what I mean? And it's one of them for me. And like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that to be our main key signing, because I feel like our squad needs more than that. It needs more injection. It needs more injection of youth. It needs, you know, it doesn't need another wage bill, another mercenary, another, I won't say mercenary, but another person just to, like, you know what I mean, get the last pay package before his ended career. I don't know how much he's getting at Real Madrid, but for me, only after we signed the 5 players. So that's for me, the thingy, that question. Next question, Asif Iqbal. Shout out to you, Asif Iqbal. What is the most key position which needs filling, in your opinion? For me, it's got to be centre-back, man. That has got to be priority, man. Because I don't want us to be seeing Jones and Smalling next season, man. That cannot happen, man. And that cannot happen for our own sake, man. Premier League, we don't want to be finishing top 4. We need to go and challenge, man. Yes, transition periods can come where, you know, players, you know, I mean, Solskjaer can get his team, and you know what I mean, can get embed what he wants in the team. But for a commanding centre back, we need that, man. We can't be relying on them 2 donkeys, man. And I keep saying it, do you know what I'm saying? This Smalling and Jones, it's time has up now. That is it now. We've done our banter now, yeah. Last 6 years, it's been atrocious, United, man. You know what I mean? Not challenging for the league, not challenging for Champions League. You know what I'm saying? So for me, centre back, go and get Delic, man. You know what I'm saying? Go and get Diaz, played in the Euro Nations, man. Brilliant, man. Commanding centre back, can play out from the back, you know what I mean? We need to be there for Delic, and we need to go in there fast, man. We can't be letting other teams and other clubs go in there for us again. This is not happening again. We need to get a centre back, and this is no joke, man. Bailly's injury prone. Phil Jones and Chris Smalling not good enough, you know what I'm saying? And Lindelof right now is the only one for me that's there, you know what I mean? Who's going to go and partner him? Delic for me, a person who can win out the ball, and a person warrior, tackler, you know what I mean? So for me, it's got to be centre back, you know what I mean? There are other positions, you know what I mean, I feel like we can need, but for me, centre back, man, absolute critical. Next question to Hamza786, shout out to you. Would you sell Paul Pogba or David De Gea? For me, I'd sell, you know what, I'd sell David De Gea, man, because you know what it is, yeah? Keepers can be replaced, you know what I'm saying, and defences, you know what I mean, you're always going to leak goals in no matter what, you know what I'm saying. So for me, I keep Paul Pogba, man. You need that kind of creative midfielder, man. Someone's gonna do something, man. Last season, you know what I'm saying, got the most assists, most goals, you know what I'm saying. You need that person who's gonna unlock the defence, who's gonna that dynamic midfielder, man. It's rare to get. You're not gonna find a Pogba anywhere, man. I'm telling you now, you're not gonna find a Pogba who could do a bit of both, man. You know what I mean? Can scoop it out from defence and go move dry forward. So for me, as much as I love David De Gea, don't get me wrong, I love him, man. But for me, Paul Pogba any day, man. Do you think getting Oblak will make a difference in his team because we'll lower the defensive problem? Like you said, like I just said before, when you got these 2 donkeys in Jones and Smalling, the defence is always going to be a problem. You're not saying, no matter who you put there in defence, but if you can nail down that defensive thing, yeah, then obviously you make it easy for the keeper. But for me, yeah, Oblak, 100 million release cost, are Atletico Madrid willing to sell him? Are they willing to sell him? Come on, they're better in the position than us, than the Champions League, you know what I mean? He looks a better prospect over there. Why would he want to leave? You know what I'm saying? Go into a different lifestyle, different country, different weather. Yes, Man United is a prospect, but for me, I don't see us getting him. would you let De Gea go through mental side of keeper, which is more comfortable playing out from the back? Yes, 100%, absolutely brilliant. Brilliant question by Hussein Muhdin. Yep, I would do 100%, definitely, because end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? We need some people, players that are gonna go into the team, you know what I mean, and embed what we need to do. And I feel like a centre back is what we need priority right now. Does Virgil van Dijk deserve the Ballon d'Or? Question from Mirror Jeremy. Brilliant question, mate. Yeah, but my guy Jeremy, man, shout out to you, man. But you know what, yeah, rivalry aside, man, you got to give it to him, man. Absolutely brilliant, you know what I mean, for Liverpool. Absolutely changed their defence. Without Van Dijk, mate, oh my God, they'd be 6 for me. Absolutely down the bottom towards the bottom, mate. I'm telling you now, him and Alisson have been unbelievable for them. You know what I mean? To come in there and just show up that defence and make Matip even look better. This is Matip, got released by Schalke, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's done wonderful. Can he win the Ballon d'Or for me, man? People are talking about Messi and all that, yeah, but if he's won the Champions League, how he's done with the Euro Nations and how he's done with, you know what I mean, how he's had the impact, I don't know, you know, but does, you know, what the poll says, you know what I mean, and the results nowadays, who wins it? Attackers, man. So, does he deserve it? I'm not going to say that as a United fan, so that question's for me, can't answer that. So, but if he wins it, then fair play to him. What do you think of Fred? Fans seem to think, do you think he might be important next season? So the question is about Fred, and do you think he'll be important next season? Do you know what, man? It's a tricky one for me, but it has to be a breakthrough season for Fred, man. If you don't make it next season, it doesn't show his capabilities. I don't know, man. It could be another Clemison and them kind of man, you know what I'm saying, man? As much as I rate him, man, I've seen what he can do at Shakhtar and the skills he possesses and you know what I mean, and what he can do, the free kicks, the, you know what I mean, the tempo he's playing, the way he drives forward, you know what I mean, got a bit of a guile about him. You know what I mean, Premier League, if you don't cut it straight away, man, sometimes you might not do, man, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a big season for Fred, man. And Ollie, I don't know if he's going to have the patience, you know what I mean? By October, November time, he's not producing. He's just going to get him out of the cold. So for me, big season for Fred next year. Your thoughts on William Carvalho? Wanted him at 2030 United, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I feel like he's not dynamic enough, you know what I mean? He's like similar to Matic, but he's an upgrade on Matic, but I feel like United are going away from that. Fellaini, Matic, you know, be similar players in that sort of said Carvalho. I want a player who can, you know, I mean, like a Ndombele, I can get the ball, receive, and just run with it and go from box to box. William Carvalho is a sitting midfielder. He might be crucial to a certain aspect, but I feel like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be fast-paced, energy, you know what I mean, box to box, pushing the full-backs forward. You know what I mean, I don't think it suits our style of play right now. Maybe, yes, 2013, brilliant, you know what I mean, but right now, not for me. Best player in the Premier League by Mizan Udin. Best player in the Premier League right now, that Hazard is gone. Ooh, I'm going to go for split between Kevin De Bruyne and for me, Sadio Mane. I love Sadio Mane, you know what I mean? And this coming from a United fan. I like what he's about. He's direct, pace, scores goals. You know what I mean? It's a manager's dream, absolute manager's dream. So for me, it's got to be Sadio Mane or, who did I say? De Bruyne. Two genuine class players out there. Next question from, yeah, I can't say that word. Yeah, Coolio. Do you think Ollie will survive this next season? It all depends, man. It all depends on the transfers. If you get the right transfers, can get the right recruitment, you know what I mean? Can he embed his playing style and his philosophy onto the team? That's the main thing, man. Will the players react to it? How will they react to it? I mean, there's a lot of answers, man, for Ollie to show. Has he got the bottle? Has he got the nerve to drop people? Can he do this? How can he, you know what I mean, get the squad, you know what I mean, the right squad in playing in different competitions, you know, so spreading the outlet and spreading, you know what I mean, so yeah, man, it's going to be a big season for Ollie, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted, man, and if results don't come through, you know what I mean? Yes, he's got that legendary status, but it's about what you do as a manager. That's what people need to get, that little change in it. What he does as a manager is key for me. Get your playing style, get your players in, but can he be ruthless? Can he say to Edward, listen, it's July now, I need your players, you know what I mean? No messing around. So that's in that case. Next question, 15 players let go, mostly from the academy. What went wrong? Good question, Andrew Crookton. This is poor, you know what I mean, mismanagement, man. That's what it is. Ever since that manager left, I forgot what his name was, the youth coach, back from 2011. Januzaj, I think it's called Warner or Wado or something like that. But do you know what I mean? I thought players like Gribbin, players like Buffon, I thought, do you know what I mean? I thought they had a bright future when I seen them at 18. You know what I mean? Especially Gribbin, man. It's just that sadly the injuries have caught up to him. You know what I mean? And when you're at that age, man, you know what I'm saying? It knocks your confidence down. I've got the mentality at the right age, you know what I mean, to come up and produce again. So for me, man, it's a bit of a sad moment that all our academy players are failing. It's just, you know what I mean, and United need to get sorted this out, you know what I mean. Now we're buying overseas now, do you know what I mean, that player we bought from Holland, we should be producing that. We shouldn't be able to go to other countries and sniff up and take up all their talents. And we should be able to produce that at United, but we are not. So it's just a bit of a sticky one, but poor mismanagement, you know what I mean. Recruitment hasn't been good, you know what I mean. Just the whole level of that academy base needs to be sorted out, you know what I mean. The reserves now are doing poorly. I don't know if we're promoted back up, but you know what I mean. We're in the second division, and it's just, you know what I mean. We need sorting it out, because back in the day we won the title like two years in a row. Januzaj was coming through, loads of players were coming through, and now it's just a bit slacked off really. But yeah, which of the two transfers we are linked to do you believe we are gonna end up with? Shout out to Norway, no profile, but I don't know who you are, but shout out to you. I think we'll get the Bruno Fernandes, strong links. Yeah, I heard the quotes. I don't know if they're real or not, so don't judge me on that one. But Bruno Fernandes is going to be a massive signing for us. Someone that can dictate the play. I mean, can move with the ball. I mean, assist. You need a person just get assists, man. I mean, get the pressure off Pogba. Get the pressure on these kind of players. I mean, keep the ball moving. Can play in different positions. Can play maybe left wing, a centre attacking mid. You can move up to centre mid if he wants to. So, got a player that's good. I mean, got a bit of both. I mean, can he adapt to the Premier League? That's a different question. But for me, good signing if we can get him. And obviously Delic, well, if we can get Delic and Bruno Fernandes to start off with, really, that'd be amazing, absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'll go with them too. Yeah, I'm just going to do questions from YouTube. I put out a question on YouTube channel, just on the community page. From Isaac Temi OG. Shout out to you, Isaac Temi OG. Do you think young Small and Jones signed their new contracts on reduced terms, or maybe they got a pay rise? Or do you think that Lingard's, or what do you think of Lingard's projected new offer? In terms of the question from Young Smalling, I don't know what the club are doing. I do not know. It's an absolute joke, man. How have they got a contract? It's beyond me, man. You're talking about Man United Football Club trying to move forward, trying to get into the next stage. You know, they're trying to transition, yeah. And what do? You get players who've been here for the last 10 years, you know, I mean, had their time, you know. It's time to move on. Players have moved on from other clubs. Man City, Company, yes, he's a legend. 33, they've said, listen, mate, that's it for you. Bye-bye now. I mean, you've done your job. See you later now. Go move on. And that's what you got to do. You got to be ruthless, man. As much as it get me, is a legendary status over there. He said bye bye now. Good Smalling and Young. We're still talking about that in 2019. There you go. That's all to be said right there. You know what I mean? So yeah, Lingard's new offer. I don't know what's happening there as well. You know what I mean? 130k a week for what, man? For what, man? Seriously, man. You can go give that 130k to Maddison. Listen, go get Maddison. 130k a week, mate. Have that. Better player, I mean, better qualities. I love Lingard, you get me. It's brilliant, you know what I mean? One of the guys in that, but for me, you're not cutting it, man. You're not doing anything on the pitch, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll have flashes of moments where he does things, you know what I mean? But he's a squad player at best, and you're giving a squad player 130k a week, man. This is how we come, man. We come and ban at a club, you know what I'm saying? And the next question is about that, man, you know what I'm saying? But Mohammed Abdulrazak, man, shout out to you, man. Biggest banter club, Arsenal, Man United, mate. You know what I'm going to say. Arsenal forever, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They got gassed about this Europa League final, yeah? And where did they come? Yeah, mate, they lost it. You know what I'm saying? So you, man, yeah, say we've spent money to get out. That's what we got. You know what I mean? We can spend our money way out. But what can you do? 45 million budget, yeah? On what? Who are you going to buy, mate? No one, mate. Biggest banter club ever, yeah? They chat macca, man. You know what I'm saying? They think that they come top 4 and they get beat in the group stages and then they chat. You know what I mean? Like, focus on your own team, man. This is what Arsenal fans forget, man. Focus on your own team and your own problems, you know what I mean? You got an owner who's not investing. You got a manager, you know what I mean, that thinks he knows it all, but what did he do? You know what I mean? Didn't respect the Premier League and then put all his guns in the Europa League. You know what I'm saying? What did he do? Mate, banter, mate. So, end the question with that one. What do you consider of like... I've answered that question, mate, but sorry if I couldn't answer that one. if you had 300 million to spend on players, who would you get? Shout out to you, Sander man. I get so many man. I get Delic, I get the Bruno Fernandes, I get Wan-Bissaka, I'd get a right winger, Pepe, Sancho, I'd get a striker, maybe Icardi. I get loads, me man. So shout out to you. Carrie Palmer. Should we buy players from the Premier League or search abroad? Do you know what, man? I won't mind the Premier League from the Premier League. You know, product and quality now has changed. You know, man. Now I'd go. You know, what I mean, if this is me, I go pinch Madison. I go pinch Pereira right back. I go pinch Wan-Bissaka if he's available. I go maybe get Harry Maguire. You know, what I mean, there's different guys in there, man. Zaha maybe. You know, what I mean, there's levels out there in the Premier League, but the problem is, Premier League clubs are stingy, man, and they don't want their best players. And rightly so, man. You don't want. You know what it is, yeah, for me. I want the Premier League to be competitive, and I want everyone to have an equal amount of certain quality stars in their team. So if we're going to do that, it's just going to make the Premier League rubbish. So that's why we go abroad and, you know what I mean, get the players like Bruno Fernandes to Lich, you know what I'm saying? So for me, you can do a bit of both. You know what I mean? You need that players who know the Premier League and, you know what I mean, can adapt easily. But then you also need that moment of brilliance, that moment of quality. And that can always come from abroad. Other players with the side of our formation change. Yeah, maybe going back to maybe a 4-4-3-3. That's for me for my formation. Bruno Fernandes in the pockets, and then two midfielders. That's for me. Rishaba Katapal. Sorry, mate, if I'm not pronounced that right. Should we buy a right back who's 28 and above, and keep Dalot as his replacement, rather than someone like Wan-Bissaka who's younger but would hurt Dalot's progression? Do you know what? That's a good question, you know, man. If you get Wan-Bissaka, 21, and Dalot is 19, just about to 20, I think. You know what I mean? That's a bit of a... That's I don't know, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's a bit of a mad one still, you know, because what does that say to Dalot? You know what I mean? Nah, your time's not coming, but then you've got a fairly young player in Wan-Bissaka. Or maybe Dalot can be pushed forward to right wing and become an option at right wing. So, you know what I mean? You could do both, but, you know what I'm saying? It all depends. For me, I still want Wan-Bissaka. I still think it's genuine quality. Thoughts on Eric Bailly alongside the purchased centre-back for next season, Victor Lindelof being backup. Shout out to you, Ibrahim Udin. I don't know, man. I'm a bit surprised he's saying Lindelof as backup. Me, I prefer Victor Lindelof over Bailly, man. I think Bailly's rash, he's injury prone. You know what I mean? He's adapted well in certain stages. First season, it was good. You know what I mean? Man, Rojo paired, good partnership. But for me, I don't know, man. I'd rather get Bailly as a backup and then Lindelof and Dillit. I mean, that'll sound a bit better for me. Sorry, mate. Some of the questions are a bit similar. Would you sell Rashford or sack Ollie? I don't know, man. For me, I'll sell Rashford, man. And it's a bit too premature to sack Ollie. You know what I mean? I think it'd be disrespectful. Would you take 30 million for Lingard or keep a squad player? Are you mad? I'd take that 30 million and snap it off, mate. You know what I mean? I love Lingard, but see you later, mate. 30 million, mate. I'd take that all day long. For me, he's a 15, 20 million player at max, man. So I'd take that, but then again, it's a good squad player, but it'd do well for another club that less pressure, you know what I mean, less, you know what I mean, players that can suit him around. You see, for England, play better for England. Why have we got players like Lozano, who have been second choice, right, and Sancho? You know what, I like Lozano, man. I think he's direct, pacey, you know what I mean, he's got a bit of trickery. For me, I don't know, man. I don't know why we're not going for Lozano. People said he's going Napoli and all that, but I haven't seen no, you know, what's the word, movement going on there. So why not, man? I don't know why we've not gone for him. And the last question, mate, do we think we still have any news on director of football worry you with Ed Woodward in control over transfer currently? You know what? It worries me. It absolutely does worry me, because a director of football at United is one of the things you associate, you know what I mean? Big club directors, transfer committees, you know what I mean? Stuff that will, you know, that are there. You know what I mean? Bayern Munich, they've got Huminage, they've got players, you know what I mean, there, you know what I mean, visible. In Ajax, you look at Berlin, you've got Van der Sar, you've got people there that got footballing knowledge, that we can work with the manager and doesn't have no, you should be having to shout out your chief executive. You should be doing the financial stuff, getting the right money from the Glazers, get a direct football club that's going to be the link between the manager and the players. You know what I mean? That can be there for the manager and say, what do you want? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to go and get the scouting? Where do you want me to send the scouts? Where do you want me to, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Just help the manager. That's what I'm trying to get to, man. Just help the manager. And it is worrying, man, because there's too much burden on Ed Woodward to deliver this now. It's an absolute burden. And if he doesn't deliver, there's going to be questions, man. But yet again, he'll get away with it because he gives the financial records. He'll sell out the mega store. He'll, you know what I mean? He'll boost the, you know what I mean, the tour. You know what I mean? Look at the tour now, sold out like that. You know what I'm saying? He'll get the crowds going. He'll get the ticket sales. He'll get everything, man, to get the Glazers off his back. And he's a clever man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you've got to salute him, man, because he always gets away with it. But that's the end of the Q&A, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. You know what I mean? Shout out to all you questions. I think I answered every single one of them. If I didn't, sorry, guys. You know what I mean? There's always next week, next Monday. I'll try and get this uploaded tonight. So it's Monday tonight, so I'll try and get it uploaded. It's about 6:15, so yeah, I'll probably get this uploaded. Obviously, get me, shout out to you guys, 100% to get me following United Central. You get me? Let's get this channel growing, man. And I mean, I started in August with less than 100 subscribers. You know what I mean? Nothing, man. And then just get building up. You know what I mean? And just putting out content for you guys. You know what I'm saying? All about United. Obviously, if I think of other shows to do, I will do. I'll probably bring a David De Gea podcast coming up soon. I'm gonna shout out the guys who's about. But yeah, man, like the video, subscribe to United Central, and hopefully have a good rest of the evening or day if you're in other parts of the world. But yeah, man, take care. Peace.